Whoa. Whoa. There's a lot of things, but I think one of the most important things is it to be biddable, cooperative. It has to work for you, it wants to work for you, and not for itself. And sometimes you can get a dog out here and that'll point its birds, but as soon as you approach that dog, it'll dive in and grab it, and then take off and run the opposite direction. Come on, man, come on. Here it is. Find a bird here. Find a bird. Good girl.
Oh, she nailed that one.
See it, Mom? So to me, if you could find a dog like we had today with this young setter today that allowed me to walk in while she was on point, pick the bird up, and stand there while I threw it in the air and dispatched the bird, that to me is...
She shares that bird with them.
Bring it here.
Oh, pick it up, Meg.
Bring it here, girl.
Pick it
That's
up.
a good girl.
Good girl.
Come here. That's a good girl. That's part of it. Going a couple feet. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. Good girl, Meg. Good girl, Meggie. You're doing good. Call her, Mom.
Meg, come.
Yeah, right.
Yes, like she's
Okay.
gonna come. Good girl, Meggie. Way to
Good
go,
girl.
Meg. Yay, Meggie.
The other thing is, too, is to make sure that you get your dogs from good hunting stock. One of the things that I like about NAVDA, which is the North American Versatile Hunting Dog Association, is all the dogs are tested in a test to see their, the hunting instinct, the pointing instinct, the cooperation, the obedience, the stamina, and things like that. And when you get a dog that can pass these tests, and they're bred to another dog that passed their test, their chances of picking up a decent dog is 100% improved as opposed to going to the backyard breeder. You know exactly what's going on, don't you, little girl? If it doesn't have a good hunting background, then you're thinking it's a real crapshoot. And it's a crapshoot anyway when you get a puppy. Hey, sweetie. What I liked about Meg today, and one of the most important things about her, is we got her started early as opposed to starting dogs at 2 and 3 years old. Now, sometimes you can get a dog that has all the abilities to start at 2 and 3 years old and be successful, but most of the time it's a hard sell. But if you get your puppy out there early and on birds early, I'm a firm believer in birds, 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 and more birds. The more birds, the experience these dogs get working a bird, the the better off they are. And a good example is Meg. Now, we took her out when she was just a few months old, and she's doing really, really good. This year, we plan to hunt her in October. But all this dog training leading up to October makes it easier in October. Now, how old will she be in October?
A year.
Yeah, that's pretty good, you know. We can have a good dog in the years old that you can hunt over and be very cooperative and very easy. You don't be screaming, you won't be hollering, you won't be looking for your dog because she wants to hunt for you. When you buy a dog, that's the cheap part of it. But it's the training that comes out that you spend a lot of money and the guy who's helping you train, plus the cost of birds. But in the long run, you'll be much better off. You won't be into all the screaming and hollering that you see these other people out there in the field doing. So you're better off doing it this way. And then down the road a piece, after maybe the second year, you don't have to be to the trainer every week. You could come up once every 3 weeks, once every month, just to get a little tune-up. Come around, come around, come around, get up front. Get ahead, get ahead. For me, the first thing the dog should really learn is to come, heel, and whoa. And I don't teach my dogs to sit. My dogs don't learn to sit until they get past the pointing situation, and after I work with them and touch them and work them all out. But if the dog learns whoa, you can whoa him right there. And then I don't care if he lays down. But one of the things I have found over 40 years of dog training is that when you teach a dog to sit, especially a dog that has a bit of a nervous situation, and he's on a bird and he's not quite sure, he's a young dog and he's on a bird, and you walk up to stroke him and rub his tail and make him get more intense, and if he's not sure what's going on, sometimes he'll sit down. No, I'll sit, because if I sit, I won't be in trouble. Yeah. Everything is cool. So then I got to work picking him back up and making him stand his bird. So to the people who want to start their dogs, I really believe that you shouldn't even bother teaching them to sit. If she grows older, she'll be fine. She's smart enough to know when she sees us guys standing around out here that, uh-oh, the bird is out here, so that she makes a beeline for the bird, you know, which doesn't bother me at all, because when you get into the real hunting situation, that's not going to happen, you know. The only other thing we could talk about is just to make sure they don't grab a bird. I don't like my dogs grabbing birds, because then they can say in their heads, I don't have to point this bird, I can walk right in there and grab it, you know, so it makes it difficult. Maybe down the road, some of these dogs that do that, you don't let them retrieve until they get over that problem of grabbing the birds, and then you can start the retrieving. But cooperation is, to me, and being biddable is the most important things, because you can't do anything without a dog that isn't biddable and that isn't cooperative. They have to want to work for you and not for themselves. Like, I'll grab this bird and take off because it's mine. I grab this bird and bring it to you because, here, boss, I'm working for you.